would rather work on the tractor than run the video camera. So this may soon become Tanya's tractor adventure. Hey, good morning, my tractor friends, my sawmill friends, and my homestead friends.
Good morning.
Good morning. We got Tanya here with us this morning. We are going to clear some land. We just finished this project here where we put the rock drainage. I think that turned out really nice. We're gonna put a bridge across that. Today, we're gonna take 3 trees down, at least 3, maybe 4. But we're going to take these 2 middle trees here and the one behind it down. So I don't know if I can get my finger on. We're gonna take that tree down, that tree, and then the one little one back here behind it. And the reason we're gonna do that now is because I hate to build the brand new fence across here and lay that tree down and something go wrong. If I can make this thing look up, there's a limb, see right there, that's pretty stout. So I think that little tree beside it over here, we're gonna have to lay it straight down this way because this tree, there's no way, I don't want to break that limb, so we're gonna have to lay it out towards the road. You running away from the camera? Well, y'all frisky this morning. He loves mornings.
I don't. I wish I was.
He's a morning dog. It's a choice, baby. It's a choice. All right, so let's get started. We've got a few projects to do. I broke a grease fitting on the stump grinder, so we're going to do that. We're going to sharpen the chainsaw. We're going to fix the grease fitting, sharpen the chainsaw, going to lay these trees down, cut them up into sizable. Some of it can be used on the sawmill. Some of it's going to be used in firewood processor. And then we will clear out the rest and put it probably in a gully. Yeah, we definitely need a bridge right here. That's an ankle turner right there. Getting the tractors out. Got the gizmo here with us. Tanya's getting the little tractor out. We're going to cut some trees down today, but we have got to fix the stump grinder. I broke the grease fitting off, so it's not a big deal. Just a few minute job. Shouldn't probably say that out loud because now it's going to take all day, but we'll get to it. Miss Tanya, she is a morning person. Not. All right, so this is where the grease fitting is broke off. And I'm using a reverse flute extractor. Maybe I can push it up in there and just screw it out by hand. Sometimes you get lucky. There. The leftover part of the grease fitting. I just turned out with that little flute with my finger. That's cool. You wouldn't believe the ordeal. I brought this over here and then couldn't figure out where I put it. So we spent the last 35 minutes or so trying to figure out where I put it. All right, so this is a grease fitting. This is SAE with standard, and then this is metric, which I'm pretty sure this is a metric. We can look at this, kind of get the size. I think it's gonna be the next size up. Yeah, there it goes, screws right in. Alright, so now I just need to tighten it up, and I'm probably gonna just do that with a, you don't want to put these things like super tight because then you'll have trouble getting them out later if you need to. I'm just gonna see if I can get my Leatherman up in here and just pinch my fingers real good. Generally with the gold. That's on. It's got to be good and snug.
Keep that for a souvenir to remind you.
Huh?
Keep that as a souvenir to
Put
remind
that on
you.
a necklace.
Put that as a souvenir so you know not to get them organized, so you know where your things are.
No, that ain't happening. Maybe I'm 53 years old. We're working from 6 different locations. There's no way we're going to be organized.
If you're not me, you'll get lost. You won't find anything.
Yup.
What do you think, Ismo? So you think I put that there for you? You like the box there? It's also on your body, ain't it?
I said, that's entirely too much chainsaw. I need to get a smaller saw.
Yep.
Huh?
So, yep.
Well, it'll be nice when I cut the stumps off, but lugging that big bad boy around out here is tough.
Do you want me to get the tractor?
Yeah, especially after a month after hernia surgery.
Yeah. So you want me to get the tractor?
Yeah, I'm going to get the tractor.
Do you want me to get it?
No, you're supposed to be in the kitchen barefooted.
I don't think so.
What?
I don't know who you're talking about. I have no idea. It ain't me.
Huh?
It ain't me.
I love playing with that big saw. You know, it's my new toy, and I love playing with it. But that dude is, it's one of them deals you would want to have around for cutting big giant trees down. But to lug that dude around just to do this kind of stuff it's a bit overkill for sure.
Can you not use the little chainsaw on that one?
I could use the other one. I could use the Echo.
It'd be lighter.
It would be, but I couldn't play with my bake saw.
I know.
Uh-oh.
You're dinging again.
Time to read Bible scripture. That's what it is.
Well, what does it say?
It says, he will never be shaken. The righteous man will be remembered forever. He will not fear bad news. His heart is confident, trusting in the Lord. Probably should have reading glasses on to read. Tanya's getting pretty handy with a grapple. She's got to be really careful to get around that post there. There we go. So she's being real careful not to get those blueberry bushes right there. She's going to try to push it around so she can get her a better bite. There she goes. Look at her. Now she can get a bite on it. Come down there, push down, clamp her down real good. And she got it. just gonna put it over out of the way until we can do better. It's too dry to burn right now. We have had like a 1/4 inch of rain in like the last 50 days, and it is so dry. But we are supposed to get some more rain here soon. Look at her go. I'm so proud of her. She never even touched a tractor before we got married, and most of our military careers, you know, obviously that was not an option. And look at her go now. She's putting me out of a job. All of a sudden I'm behind the camera now. It's not cool. Ah, she didn't hurt her blueberry bushes. That was just some leaves that hit it. So one thing I've noticed with her is that she's starting to think through each time she picks up a load, she's thinking about it before she moves the tractor. And just like we all did when we first started out, you know, we would just go to the load and then figure it out from there. But as you get more and more mature as an operator, you kind of visualize where you're going and what's going to happen all before it ever happens. And I see her growing that way. Always seems like when I think I know a good bit about something, I always learn a better way of doing it later on. There she goes. She got a good bite on it. She's gonna hit my chainsaw. You bust my tractors.
Is that the berry thingies?
I don't know what this is. No, that's poison ivy right there. Yeah, it's got 3 leaves. You break my tractor, I'm taking you out of the wheel. Yeah, you're clear. Honestly, guys, I have created a monster. She would rather work on the tractor than run the video camera. So this may soon become Tanya's tractor adventure. Probably a lot more easy to look at than I am anyway. Now she's gonna come get these and put these over in another pile because these are gonna go to the firewood processor. If you guys not seen the Blacks Creek Innovation firewood processor, we got a bunch of videos out on that, and boy, we're getting ready to, we got a pretty good stack of stuff built up to split. I believe this is a elm tree, which will be good firewood. Yeah, just put it over there. Probably need to cut some more off of that. So this is a precision manufacturing grapple. They're made up in Missouri, and I have really grown attached to that. About 260 pounds, but it's strong enough to use on both of our tractors. Look at her go. Hey, probably one of the better cuts I've ever done. might be good enough to go on the sawmill. What?
I know. I hate to say that, but...
I think we'll be okay. We just need to get a pole saw.
If we're gonna put the...
No, hear me out. We just need a pole saw. And you put me up in the man basket and we'll cut these one limbs hanging out. That's too good of a tree.
Well, I was thinking about like when we put the greenhouse over here, that would give me a little bit more space to put my boxes. Since we put the riffraff right there and the greenhouse is going to be here, that would give me actually a more area right here.
So now you want to be a tree killer?
I don't want to be a tree killer. I love my trees, but
listen, you guys, she's a tree killer.
The two in the middle, it kind of looks really weird.
I just think it's kind of funny that you are.
I know.
You're like, but, don't cut that tree down. I really love that tree, and then it's where you want it.
I know, you got it.
All right, cool. So what we're gonna do the rest of the day is we're gonna go ahead and knock these stumps down. We are gonna probably end up taking another couple more trees out, but the, you know, I'm still just a month out of a hernia surgery and the old chainsaw is kind of wearing on me. Plus the heat index today is gonna be like 109. It's ridiculous hot. So we're gonna take the stump grinder knock down these 3 stumps right here and then the one over there. So we end up taking out 4 stumps. That's gonna take a good little bit.
Yeah.
So let's get to it.
We're keeping that tree though.
Well, I don't want to, but she's the boss, so, you know, I think it's lopsided, but it will, once the sun starts hitting it, it will absolutely start growing limbs this way. It's just the way nature works.
But if we do have somebody come out here and cut those limbs down to take off the heavy weight, I think the tree will actually go back towards the middle where it's supposed to be.
I used to would have climbed that tree and cut those off.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, yeah.
Look at all these poison ivy roots. Whew.
All right, let's get this grinding done before it gets too hot. Wishful thinking, right?
Yeah, but it's so dusty, and every time it didn't matter where I was standing, the wind was gonna follow me.
Oh yeah, I noticed that.
It's like I cannot get away from it, no matter where I was standing at.
That's a lot bigger stump, but it's softer than the.
And when you were cutting that down, it had a sweet smell to
Yeah,
it.
that's tulip poplar.
It had a very sweet smell to it, but it doesn't feel good in my eyes, though.
That was those two over there were elm, and this is tulip poplar, and it's a lot softer, but it's a lot bigger stump.
Well, there's another one right behind it. That one right there.
Oh, there is in there.
Yeah, but when we cut that other tree down, you can get it then.
Yeah.
It's looking good though.
Yeah, I got a little bit more on this one. That one shouldn't be too long. That's tulip poplar too, and it's smaller, so it's pretty soft.
So I'm going to be planning when I build those boxes to use anything I can from the woods for the mulching and everything to get some, some good base for the base ground. What would we call it? The ground, the dirt, my garden, for my raised beds. And so I'm really looking forward to doing that. But there's a lot of material I can use for my raised boxes. So there's some good soil here and there, but
I'm gonna have to work it up.
We're gonna call it right here because it is stupid hot, and I am ready to go home and relax in the cool air conditioner with a cool glass of tea. What do you think about that? Okay, I feel pretty good about this. We've knocked out all 4 of these stumps. It probably took maybe 40 minutes to do that, if that. The elm was considerably harder. Those were smaller stumps and took longer to do than the bigger poplar. This was a pretty sizable poplar right here that we took out, and it took a lot less time to do the poplar than it did the smaller elm. This was a poplar, and it only took maybe 4 or 5 minutes to knock this one out. So poplar is definitely easier to take out with a stump grinder. Elm and oak, you really have to take your time with it and take small bites. I do still like the T25 for the stump grinder. We have the postal digger on it right now, so that's the reason we're not using it. But this has a lot more horsepower to pull the stump grinder. However, I just can't see it as good. The angles are not good for seeing the actual stump grinder cutter. And I may at some point get one of those cameras that you can mount on and actually see what's going on. So anyway, that's a lot of babbling right there. Listen, we appreciate you watching our channel. We'd love it if you'd subscribe. It means the world to us. God bless. Have a great day.